Hi, I'm Ashley Bevan, and today we're checking out Historic Boulder's main event of the year. It is such a cool thing to experience. This is all about the historical figures in Boulder and the surrounding area. It's about their lives and what they did to create the Boulder that we know and love today. Let's go check it out.
I was born in Georgia in 1869 to Richard and Marguerite Whiteley. My parents were Irish immigrants who came here from Ireland. My father had an impoverished childhood and worked in a mill, but he studied law and he became a lawyer and a congressman. He was highly thought of, but then in 1872, he had the distinct honor that his wife and mistress were both pregnant at the same time. We moved to Boulder in 1877 when I was 8 years old. My father bought this large house for $3,000 on what would soon be known as Whiteley Hill. With us were my older brothers, Monty, who would later become a mayor of Boulder, Richard, who would become a lawyer, and my younger sister, Zena. We are very wealthy and prominent here in Boulder. I was a precocious and musically gifted child, and so I was sent to the Helmuth Ladies' College in London, Ontario. Then, during the summer of 1884, when I came home, it was July, Mother was walking down Pearl Street when she saw Father stepping out with Molly Strickland of Magnolia. Molly was 23 and thought to be a fancy woman. Mother walked up to him and he knocked her down. She got up and he knocked her down again. It was then that my parents' marriage of 33 years, in which she had borne him 10 children, was over. A month later, they divorced, and within 2 hours of their divorce, Father married Molly Strickland. The subject matter was on every tongue in Boulder, and the city had never been so shocked by any circumstance. It was then that I developed my motto: life is what you make it. I was not going to slink around in embarrassment or despair. I entered the university in 1887, studying Latin and Greek, and I graduated Phi Beta Kappa. I went on to get my master's, and I started teaching at State Prep in 1896. In 1902, I married Fred Hellems, Dean of the Arts and Sciences. Freddie had also been on the 1896 Olympics fencing team. Freddie and I had a marvelous life together, sailed to Europe so many times, and then on Sunday, December 4th, 1922, at 4 p.m., Freddie and I were driving southbound on the Valley Road by the Goodview School. Celeste Romano of Louisville was heading eastbound in his new Willys Knight Roadster. Freddie drove through the intersection, hoping to miss the oncoming roadster, but that was not to be. We were hit on the side of our automobile, and my body was tossed through the air. I died instantly. 2 days later, a special service was held for me in the chapel at State Prep. Principal Bretnell said I had an unusual mind, strong emotions, and a great personality. So true. I was going to continue teaching at State Prep until they wheeled me out in a wheelchair. I taught more than Latin and Greek. I taught life itself. At 3 o'clock, my funeral was held at St. John's Episcopal Church. Boulder had never seen so many floral offerings. 1,000 people viewed my body in its open casket. 6 deans from the university served as pallbearers. I'm buried here. My mother is back here. Father and my stepmother are buried across the green in the largest stone in the cemetery. 4 years after my marriage, Freddie married my younger sister Zena. It turns out that life isn't so much what you make it, but rather a banquet of consequences.